Do you look at anything in your life and you go, whoa, I'm grateful for that?
I grew up in a very humble house where I have seen Baba working very hard, I've seen Mama working very hard. So Mama teaches. She started because we needed the money for the house. I've seen Baba hustle all my life. I don't think there's anything in my life right now that I can't say this to. These like boundaries and barriers that we set for ourselves is more harmful than the society or the people around us telling you what you can or cannot do. It's always an up and down slide. It always goes back up. It's something that I have learned. Another thing that I would tell myself is trust the process. Because one thing with the channel that I have noticed with content and everything is just that the minute you get comfortable is when you hit monotony. And the minute monotony hits is when your channel just goes. And I've gone through that and I've come up and I feel like I am on the brink of it again, where I feel like if I don't reinvent or if I don't sort of modify content, do something new, it's going to hit monotony again. So I've become peaceful, yes, but at the same time I've also become a little uncomfortable, which is good.
What's good, you guys? On today's episode of the Ranveer Show, I've actually got one of my closest friends from the world of YouTube, Prajakta Koli. You just
That's
left
right.
me hanging. Oh, thank you. Very nice. So Prajakta, for the very few of you watching this who don't know about her, she is India's biggest YouTuber. She's running one of India's biggest brands in the digital content space.
And I'm also the most beautiful friend Ranveer has.
That's true. And what people don't know about her is that she's also one of the most simple human beings you'll ever come across in your life. And that simplicity has actually become her strength in life. That's grown her brand, that's grown her career. Everything in her life has grown because of the kind of person that she is. And today, she's on the Ranveer Show, sharing her positivity and
now
happiness.
the circle is complete, guys. Now I'm on the Ranveer Show.
Yeah. Now, there's too many things to talk about on this episode. You know, one conversation that I keep having with you is that I keep saying that you have a lot of depth with your fans. As in, a lot of people have wit. They have a lot of maybe views and numbers, which you also do. But along with the views and numbers, you have a deep connection with your fans. That's why I kind of believe you're running the biggest brand in India today. If we just single out all the other brands, you MostlySane is running the biggest brand because of the kind of feels that you spread amongst your fans. And a lot of that comes from good ethics that are inside you. But if you yourself had to choose one trait about yourself which you're like, okay, this is why people are drawn towards me.
The fact that it is how it is. Like, never in my videos have I ever tried to project someone I'm not. Never in any of my conversations have I pretended to be or voiced an opinion that I don't believe in or supported something that I don't feel for. Or, you know, made conversations about things that I'm not 100% sure about. So if, मतलब अगर ऐसी कोई चीज़ है ना जिसमें मेरे को अकल नहीं है, then I will approach it with a narrative saying मुझे इसमें अकल नहीं है, इसीलिए I'm talking about it.
Can I give you the word that you're talking about? It's honesty. Like you're
Honesty,
you're a very like honest person.
I feel like क्योंकि ना मैं बहुत पहले समझ गई थी. I was like, the minute I start pretending, because I am someone, you know this, I'm someone who cannot pretend at all. I can't pretend, not at parties, not at awkward meetings, nothing. I cannot pretend. I'm the queen of foot and mouth. Like I will always get to a place where I'll end up saying what's on my mind, which is why I realized that the sooner I accept this about myself and make it my strength it's going to be better.
Okay, let me take you back to the past a little bit, like 2 years back, 3 years back when you were going through your low phase and there was a lot of tension in your eyes, in your mind. You didn't know where this was going, all that. And that is a phase that every single human being goes through at some point.
And we should also, no? I feel like that is such a nice mirror.
Yeah, 100%. What gave you the motivation to keep going on? Because you were putting out content which wasn't doing well and you were still going at it. What was lighting that fire inside you?
It's a very stupid trait. Like for example, if I have started coloring and if I have told myself that I will color 3 times a week, and I'll color on Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. Thursday aata hai na, I will feel very bad if I have been coloring for the past 10 Thursdays and the 11th one I miss. I'll feel very bad. It'll make me very uncomfortable. I'll be like, let's do the 11th one, then we'll see if I want to do the 12th one. When the 12th comes, I'll be like, no, let me do the 12th one, then I'll see. I think that is what happened with my videos also. Although I wasn't completely happy with the content that I was pushing out, but I didn't want to miss out. I didn't want to miss a Thursday. In my head, no, it was a clean chart with ticks every Thursday, and nowhere did I want one empty box.
This is a discipline you've got from your parents, by the way.
Yeah. Again, charts is something Baba used to do a lot when he was younger with his workouts and with.
And it has to get done.
Yeah. And because it'll make me very uncomfortable as a person also. कि यार अभी इतने महीने तो सही चल रहा था, एक दिन क्यों miss हो गया? Like I don't want to do that. I think, and that still is there. Like I don't care what part of the world I am in. I will make sure that a video is pushed because I don't want that empty box. You know, कि इस Thursday video नहीं गया.
So, okay, now coming back to the present when things are flying, things are great. And it's not just alone for you, you know, that things are flying. Things are flying in this industry.
Yeah, for everybody. Yeah. The platform's growing.
So, you know, you're seeing a lot of people around you grow rapidly. You're seeing money everywhere. Yeah. Everyone's got money in their hands. Everyone's doing well. What do you see people doing wrong? And this is your business acumen kicking in. What do you see people doing wrong? And you're like, listen, that might affect you badly, but you're not telling them.
It is... I feel like it's very ungrateful when we take our audience for granted.
And you see it happening?
Every now and then. Little bit. Where I'm like, at the end of the day, it's like family, you know, where these are the people who have stuck by you for all these years. These are the people you have reached a point in life at right now. These are the people jinke wajah se you get to take these calls in the first place. Which is why I think that is
you see some wrong happening there.
Yeah.
So again, coming back to business acumen, a lot of people look at them and say, okay, this person's probably got like a 5 to 10 year game. And then I look at you and I'm dead sure you've got an 80 or 90 year game going on.
What?
Yeah. You know it. Internally,
guys,
you are know that.
Stuck with me for the rest of our lives.
Where would you like to see 35-year-old Prajakta?
Happy. Seriously.
But still a part of media?
100%. Oh, I'm going to work for as long as I can. I love working. It's one of my favorite things to do every day. That is why that's the only thing I do every day. But, I'll be working for sure. No one's quitting at 35.
Have you considered putting a foot into Bollywood?
ये मैंने हमेशा से यही बोला है. I love acting. I've always been a performer. And I'm desi. So, yes, but like, am I consciously waking up every day working towards a Bollywood casting? Then no. But if it's an opportunity that comes my way, then obviously, yes, I'm not letting that go. Okay.
But you have like one eye on the film industry as a possible future.
For sure, yeah, I know.
So, you know, people see a talented young brown girl and they automatically say, oh, you're just trying to be Lily Singh. Again, I've seen both Superwoman and Mostly Sane grow. And y'all aren't the same people at all. But in saying that, every young Indian creator is somewhere inspired from Lily Singh. Like either you're inspired by her work ethic.
She told us what it is.
Yeah. So what are things that Mostly Sane has learned from Superwoman?
First of all, I learned format. I didn't know anything when I started YouTube. She was the only reference I had, the only reference I understood. So formats, how you can edit your videos, how you can shoot your videos, what presentation or what sort of treatment can you give to your content is what I've learned from her in my early days a lot. जब किसी चीज़ की अकल नहीं होती थी तो I think that just in the beginning, just knowing how to package your content before putting it up. And hard work. I can't say it here, but she's like mad hardworking.
Yeah. So, you know, you're an inspiration for all of young India. But specifically girls, how do you feel about that? You're just like opening up the minds and dreams of so many young girls out there. They're looking at Prajakta Koli and saying...
I feel very responsible at this point in time. I think I feel even more aware every day of the fact that every little thing that comes out of my mouth, even if it affects one person, it's my responsibility. I have to own up to that and I have to be accountable to whatever impact happens for everything I say or share. So I'm glad that I have reached a point where I am making conversations that reach more people. But at the same time, I think I feel very responsible.
But to a young girl out there, because you've grown up in the same country that they have, you had the same past that they're living right now, What's your piece of advice to her? That one girl who wants to make it big in life, who's looking up to you and saying, like, tell me anything, tell me a life tip that I can take away with me forever.
A life tip is that please take away all the filters that have been put on you by the society before the society even puts it. For example, I never grew up thinking that there are some things that I can't do because I'm a girl. Other than peeing while I stand up, I tried that, doesn't work. I never grew up in a family where I was told that you can't do this or you can't do that because moving on from that, my family right now with my whole team, there is never a conversation saying ये association कर नहीं सकते या ये appearance कर नहीं सकते या ये event नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि तू लड़की है या whatever. तो मैंने अपने आप को ही कभी समझाया नहीं है कि there are some things that I can't do or I can do because I'm a girl. So I think before you get caught up in this whole girl whirlwind, I think it's whirlwind. What is it? I think it's important for all of us to understand that these are filters we put on ourselves. They only have as much power on you as you let them have. And I never gave them any power. That is why every time someone asks me, how does it feel to be a female creator, Prajakta? I'm like, I don't know. I know how it feels to be a creator. I can tell you that. But I don't think my gender has anything to do with it.
I want to ask you a modern young person question. How are you managing your money?
देखो, जब नंबर्स की बात आती है, सेविंग्स की बात आती है, पैसों की बात है, मेरी अकल बिल्कुल भी नहीं चलती है. But I am also someone who gets motivated by spending.
Got it.
When I spend more is when I'm motivated to earn more. If I'm only earning and saving it all up in a bank, in a fixed deposit, I'm not motivated to work anymore. But unless अगर 10 रुपए मैंने सेव करे तो 10 रुपए के अगर जब तक 5 रुपए नहीं होते तो वो 5 के 15 करने का मेरे को मोटिवेशन नहीं मिलेगा. But I think right now I'm working on a super personal project where all my money is going.
Yeah.
And that is good motivation for me to earn as well as save at the same time. But on other days, I think one practice that I do is every time like a new check comes in or any bit of money that I earn, I put half of it at least, if not less, into savings so that I don't feel guilty about spending the rest half. So I feel like अच्छा चलो मैंने अब बाकी के अगर खर्च कर दिए तो उसमें सेव भी करके रखे हुए हैं.
That's a very basic and clean level of personal finance.
Yeah. And बाकी जो भी investments वगैरह है वो बाबा takes care of. That I don't understand.
So one question I really want to ask you, and this is something I've never actually spoken to you about, is that what is your take on things like, I'm not saying religion, but I am saying God, spirituality, the universe.
Again, I believe in an energy. You can call it whatever you like to. So yeah, I believe in a power. I believe in things happening for a reason, and like I said, trust the process is something I've always said. But not that much into religion or on that tangent.
Spirituality or something.
Yeah.
Do you believe in karma?
Oh, 100%.
Okay. So that's
100%.
pretty much being spiritual.
Yeah.
Spirituality boils down to karma.
Yeah. I believe a lot in that, and I believe it not for उसने मेरे साथ बुरा किया तो उसके साथ बुरा होगा. But I believe it I have a very selfish motive where I'm like, I'm going to do good, so I get good.
Yeah.
It's about me always, okay? I am the center of my universe.
No, but it's not a selfish motive. This is how like the world works. Like you are supposed to do your job of being good. Whatever.
Yeah, like for me it is always, karma has always been, so any time I feel like, this might slightly push the needle to the opposite side. I feel more than worried. Saying, if I do this now, I don't know how it's going to come back to me, so might as well not do it.
Ethics and karma actually keep you on the correct path.
Yeah. They give you a very clear. I've just noticed that, that makes your decision making so much easier sometimes. Let's not complicate it by thinking of the repercussions that is having. It's, at the end of the day when I go to sleep, I'm only thinking about things I have done and how it affects me. So for my good night's sleep, it's important for me to be a good person.
When you're on your deathbed, what would you like to be remembered as? What would you like people to say about your life?
That she was a very happy person.
Happy?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what you want to spread?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. Anyway, Prajakta,
hey.
Thank you again. This was the best, most positive interview. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And Prajakta, any last words for people? Last one bit of advice.
It is so much more simpler than you think it is, guys.
Beautiful. Just keep working at it. Keep ticking your hustle boxes.
It's very easy.
Cool. Anyway, I'm going to link all of Prajakta's handles, the channel down below. Go check it out, subscribe, follow. And until next time, guys, from Ranveer and Prajakta,
Bye!
we'll see you later.